Pandemonium rose between West Nile legislatures and power suppliers over intermittent power supply in the region.
In regards to generation and distribution, it's true, dispatch. Sometimes we're ready to move, but they might have a distribution issue. I wouldn't blame them that it's caused by them. It can be weather, it can be a transformer fault, some issue. But normally it's not even 2 or 3 hours and they are back online. And if it's a day or two, then that is a fuel-related issue. No. Let me talk.
That is unparliamentary. Unparliamentary language.
Yes, Minister. That's why we put this unparliamentary here lies.
Can I guide you? Can I guide you?
Yes.
In the parliament, we don't say that a member is lying.
This one is lying.
In the energy, we do not point. When you point, you can be electrified. Especially when you are.
During a national energy inspection and monitoring program by Minister of Energy Honorable Ruth Nankabirwa, leaders of West Nile, led by the West Nile Parliamentary Chief Whip Honorable Atima Lee Jackson, blamed the two power suppliers for petty fights and high power tariffs amidst irregular power supply.
The problem now here is the intermediate supply, which is alleged to be a conflict between Wenreco and Electro-Maxx. When you go to Wenreco, they tell you Electro-Maxx is supplying them less. When you come to Electro-Maxx, they tell you it is the problem of Wenreco. Wenreco is not receiving. So in the end, as these two people are fighting, the people of West Nile are the ones suffering. People have been dying in Arua Regional Referral Hospital because of this load shedding.
Wenreco and Electro-Maxx gives all over the country and in the world. When it is raining, power supply is constant. But in West Nile, with this weather, if you go to Arua town now, power is off. I want you to find out from the engineers, when weather changes in West Nile, why does power go off?
Why is power unstable? We've moved from the generation. Let's move to the distribution, because here you, from generation, they distribute using the 33 kV. We used to have one line, you remember? But now we also constructed the second 33 kV line. And these lines are relatively new. And also the distance is not so long. Therefore, even if there is a problem, the time for restoration should not be that long to cause all this lamentation. Because I heard that Wenreco, when power is off, points to Electro-Maxx, and then the Electro-Maxx, when they come here, they switch on the engines and say, no, for us we are able to generate, but Wenreco hasn't dispatched us. On the side of Wenreco, because as a regulator, I do listen. On the side of Wenreco, you raise the issue of the intermittency of the approval of the waiver on the fuel to allow the fuel to flow smoothly. But through my minister, this has been raised to the Minister of Finance, and it is work in progress. It is approved for a period on a quarterly basis, not a continuous basis, because we are dealing with taxes. We are dealing with the fuel. By giving a tax waiver means that the diesel, which is the same diesel that we use in our vehicles, the government is subsidizing by removing all the taxes. But we must monitor keenly to know that all that diesel is ending up in the engine. Because
Honorable Ruth Nankabirwa visited the Karuma Dam, Oluyo and Muni substations and the Electro-Maxx stations in Arua City.
I'm happy to inform you that we inspected Karuma yesterday and there is progress. I pray that next year we commission Karuma. And by the time we commission Karuma, Arua substation will be up.
But will be commissioned around September.
Somehow, I know. Same year.
Yes.
Same year. We want to see Karuma commissioned, Arua commissioned, Oluyo commissioned. Next year, 2022, is the commissioning year.
The people of West Nile are bracing themselves for September 2022, when they will be connected to the national grid in the 132 kV extension project that was flagged off by the President of Uganda, His Excellency Wenreco in October 2020.
For West Nile Television, I am Mahajub Moosmeal.